Welcome to 90 Day with Nana. It's Monday. We're here. Nana, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Tell me if you can hear me okay.
Yep, I can hear you. So we're back with, even though we have internet issues, Nana is on her phone, but we're here. Smash that like if you guys are joining us live, and even if you're joining us later, make sure you smash that like. We are going to recap the tell-all part 1 of season 6, Happily Ever After, in the hilarious way we do with our tangents and all that fun stuff. It's Joleen and Nana. If you want to support the channel, the like helps a lot. Also, super chat you can send during the live broadcast will highlight your comment, and it's magical. We also have links in the description of this video for our PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and Patreon, where you can get exclusive content, or you can become a member of our LEEN team right here on YouTube, where you can use special emojis, and you also get Shell's making more emojis, and you also get these fun little icons for how long you've been a member and stuff like that. So there's so many ways to support Nana, but you look really nice tonight, Nana. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You know, when I was talking with you and Lucy today on the phone, you said, are you curling your hair?
Yeah.
I didn't. I cut it.
You cut, Nana, you did. I was worried when I was talking to you that you were cutting your own hair.
I think it looks really cute. I don't take a lot off. I just trying to get this a little shorter because it was hanging in my eyes.
Okay.
So, I think I found a new profession. Anyway.
Did you just cut your bangs?
Yes.
They do look good. You did a good job. I'm just worried. I don't want you. There are lots of lovely people who will cut your hair, and so.
I know it's just finding time to go, and I don't know. I just I was all excited. I got a nice sharp scissors, not a steak knife.
I knew it because when I was talking to her, me and Lucy were talking to her, and she was combing her bangs up like this with her fingers like this. And I go, what are you doing? Are you putting rollers in? Oh my gosh. Hey, L Boogie. Hi, love you both. My first time live with you guys. Well, welcome, L Boogie. Welcome to the live, the LEEN team. We are here.
Thank you.
Okay. Nana is cutting her own hair. Are you back in lockdown? Is that what's happening, Nana? Are you locking yourself down again?
No, but I am wearing masks again when I go out and I go to a store. Today I had to go to FedEx, and I walked in and I saw somebody walk up to the door and turn around and leave. She didn't have a mask, and they do have a mask mandate at FedEx by our house.
Okay.
A lot of the different businesses around here are doing that. I think that's smart.
Yes.
It's only a mask, guys. They're not taking any freedoms away from you. They're trying to get you to live longer. Okay.
Nana, quit trying to take our freedoms away. Knock it off. I want to live my life.
Well, then, you know what? Have at it. But I
want to live my life.
Most of us do. Most of us don't want to make it into a political thing because it's not. It's a health issue. It appears that we're having some trouble again with the
Delta Burke.
Yes, with the Delta Burke
from Designing Women. She's always been a problem.
That's scary. That's scary to me, especially, and a lot of the younger kids are getting it now. So that's what we're seeing.
Oh, no. Someone just commented. I was just tweeting with someone actually who said that they got COVID and they were vaccinated and they had watched the show I recommended, Evil, on Paramount Plus, and we're enjoying it. But I hope you feel better because COVID is yucky. Indiana Girl Jules coming in with the first super chat of the live. Hi, Joleen and Nana. Finally got my super chat to work. Loving the new emojis. Yay, part of the LEEN team here on YouTube. Chell is making lots of fun emojis. My daughter started middle school. I saw that on social media. We had a fun weekend of shopping together and went to Target probably 3 times. That sounds like heaven.
It is heaven. And she looked darling because I also am a friend of hers on Facebook and saw her daughter, and she looks so cool going to middle school.
I remember that, but she said Jules posted that she was nervous, anxious, and I remember starting middle school. I was so anxious, but her daughter looked so cute. She had like the coolest tennies on. She got brand new Nikes, cute ripped jeans, cute t-shirt, hair perfect. So
it was darling. She looked darling. And what did I always say to you guys? If you look good,
You do good.
You do. I mean, you feel better about yourself. You just should have a nice, not everybody can afford a new outfit every day of the school year. I get that. But you can get some basic things are great. And it just helps your self-esteem.
Yeah. Even, I mean, just the littlest thing, treat yourself if you can to a new something. It just makes, if you're ever nervous or or you feel stale in your job or something, just treat yourself to a new top, a new bracelet, a new shade of lipstick, something to freshen up yourself because you're worth it. Kate says, look at you two, clear and good sound. Who are we? Who are we? El Boogie, thank you for the super sticker. We very much appreciate the support, you guys. Smash the like. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's just pop the likes up to 100. Mods, if you don't mind letting me know where we're at with the likes. Let's get it to 100. And then let's crush 100 and then just keep going.
Keep building. Keep building.
Danielle says, you tell them, Eileen, I'm wearing masks too. People already fighting it at Walmart. Of course at Walmart. Of course.
Quit fighting it. We're never going to get out of this. We're just not going to get out of this if we don't just kind of all work together for one common goal. That isn't throwing away our freedom. That's so we have freedom in the future. So we're here to enjoy the
Nana,
future.
this is America. This is Angela's America from 90 Day Fiance. Okay. I do what I want. I get new titties if I want. I put tats on my titties if I want, but I don't wear a mask if I don't want. Okay. This tell-all, we're going to be talking about the 90 Day Fiance tell-all part 1 and Angela's tots, which were out and about. Did you take, I know you don't always take Nana notes on the tell-alls. Did you do Nana notes?
Oh, I had to. You
did.
There was just too much stuff going on with Angela, especially. And I liked how she bounced around to the different people, like didn't put them all on edge right away. Kind of gave a little over here and then said, okay, Brandon, Julia. And then she'd go Tiffany and Ronald. So she kind of jumped around where they didn't they didn't feel maybe under the gun as much. Well, maybe Natalie did with Michael, but she was the only one.
Yes. All right. Let's get into your Nana notes and then we can do some more check-ins later on because I think this tell-all was really good because I even watched the Pillow talk about this tell-all because I liked it.
So did I. Loved it. Can we just talk about one dead person?
Let's wait till after because then we don't want to start off on a
downer.
I mean, who's dead with Nana? We got to check in on your bush. There's stuff. All right. You can tell us who's dead with Nana. One person. Well, I'll give you one dead person, Nana. Dead.
That's all I got.
Okay, cool.
Okay. If we can all bow our heads. 44 years ago today, Elvis Presley died. And in the chat, if you can, if you were around then, I hope you were.
I wasn't.
No, you weren't.
Mm-mm.
If you were around, if you were living 1977, August 16th, where were you when you heard the news? So
where were you, Nana? Where were you?
I was at Rosedale Shopping Center. I had been married for 2 whole months. I was out shopping, and
so you were just
Rosedale
banging legally. Nice.
That's right. It was very nice. With Rosedale was huge shopping center, still is. And I was at Rosedale. I was alone. I was picking up some candles because, you never know when people are going to stop over now that you're a married couple. I was buying candles. I was standing there and they announced it over the loudspeaker.
At the mall?
Everything stopped. That the king of rock and roll has passed, Elvis Presley. And it was just quiet as could be. Like everything seemed to stop. And I looked at the guy next to me and he had an Elvis Presley t-shirt on. I thought, I'll never forget this. I kept saying that in my mind. I'll always remember where I was. It was very sad.
Wow, Nana. Well, lots of hello there was non-existent. El Boogie was in my crib. Bunny was in New York. Producer Linda was high for sure. Let's see. Linda Anderson said I was around, but not sure where I was then. And Missy Thomas said I was 5. And Bunny was with their husband for 1 year as well. Evelyn says I was 15 years old. I don't remember what I was doing. Odell Chick says I was sitting at my mother's kitchen table in New York City.
People People remember.
Yes, Allison was in Hialeah, Florida at my cousin's house, sleeping in the living room and put the TV on, and that was on the news.
Yes. But for a whole shopping mall, I mean, he was huge. He was huge. For a whole shopping mall to stop, and it went over the loudspeaker. And to tell you the truth, I didn't even know that they had this loudspeaker. And I suppose they would have if there was a tornado coming or something like that. But to announce that.
That was a national emergency, I guess.
That was huge. It was huge.
Danielle said, on the phone with my little boyfriend, and his mom screamed in the background. Time stopped literally. I was heartbroken.
Yes. Yes.
DGF said, I was watching the Monkeys in Paris episode. The king is dead.
So sad. I just remember it like yesterday because I remember that candle shop. It was called Wicks.
So many of you. Wicks and sticks, wicks and dicks, as Angela would say. DJ Nashville says, I was 13 and listening to the radio at my cousin's house. I was in shock because he wasn't sick or anything. He just had gained weight. He was doing Vegas shows right. He was, because he died in his bathroom, because Dad's favorite joke to tell is, what did Elvis's maid say or something? And it was like, when she walked in the bathroom,
yeah,
who died in here? And I'm like, that's
so
funny.
bad. You know, it's one of those bad jokes that you can't help but smile. Not, you know, and it's mean and unwarranted, but okay. So he would have been
Producer Linda is killing it today. She said, I was Linda Anderson in 1977 because Linda Anderson is here in the chat, you know? So funny. So funny.
Well, she got married in 75, I believe. Yeah, 2 years before me.
Patty was the first day out as a dental hygienist. Mary was driving home from work. A lot of people heard it on the radio. Brianna wasn't born, just like me. Angie said, I was 10 and my mom was crying. Aw. Kate said, I was around too, but don't remember. I remember that concert he did in Hawaii, televised. Realification coming in with the super chat. Thank you so much. I'm back. I was ashamed to admit that my phone is a Samsung Note 3 from 2013. Realification, you deserve better. Company phone, keeping it for work. Nana is light years ahead of me. I just got an iPhone 12 and it's like something from outer space. Realification, You're going to love it.
Well,
love it.
After a while, you will love it because there are buttons on here. I still don't know what they do. So Realification, congratulations on your new phone. And thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so much. We missed you.
When things like
and then Linda Anderson was Linda Bartlett in 1977. This is some Black Mirror stuff right here. Cool. Burke, Bartlett, Anderson.
Oh, stop the insanity.
Come on. Okay, now, so you said he would be 88 only?
No, 86.
That's it?
He died when he was 42.
Oh, shit. That's like if I die next year.
42. Young.
That's I guess, you know, when someone that iconic passes before you're even born, and then you only hear stories of them and you're a kid, you always assume they must have been so old. And now that's like that feeling you get when you're old enough to be the president, you know, or like the president.
Absolutely.
Like, how old do you have to be? Like 40 to be the president? So now I could technically be the president.
I think
35. Okay, it's been a while then that I could be the president. I'm not going to be the president. I don't think anyone will vote for me. But wow, 42, that's a baby.
It is a baby. And to be, you know, I feel like he was, not that it wasn't part him, but I think he was so used by people as far as, you know, work, kind of like a Judy Garland story. Uppers, downers, whatever it takes, just get out on that stage and make everybody.
Workhorse. It's like, that's why we're trying to free Britney. You know what I mean? Because look what they did to this poor woman. I mean, who knows everything that has happened to her. So these entertainers, they really
Moritz said that he saw a Free Britney t-shirt at a gas station. They were selling it.
I want a Free Britney t-shirt. I've been getting those Instagram targeted ads of all these cool Free Britney t-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I'm going to buy one. Thank you, Kathleen, for saying I'm so young. I appreciate that.
Well, honey, you know, when I look at you, I don't even think, 41 is super young, but you've always appeared younger. You know, you have really good skin. You have really good skin, and yeah, you just appear younger. I mean, not that 41 isn't young, because trust me, at 66 and a half, it looks like a baby. Yeah. So
DJ Nashville said, "Who's been to Graceland? You got to go if you haven't." I've been. Nan, have you been?
That's funny you would mention that.
Are you going?
Yes, your dad was on the phone today, and I said I would. He goes,
"This is why you brought this up to rub it in my face. You're going on a vacation without me. Screw you guys."
What would you like to do? And I says, before I died, we'd like to go to Graceland. And I mentioned it today, not thinking that the date was August 16th. I found that odd. And then I started looking things up. I said, oh, wait, we just made this reservation. But we're going to go down and stay at a bed and breakfast sometime in October, middle October.
Who are you people?
I know. Dad says, I want to do a bed and breakfast. And I looked at him like, what? He goes, this is an old Victorian home, and it's got good ratings. And we're going to stay at Hannibal, Missouri. And
Hannibal
then
Lecter?
Yes, and then another 5 hours to Graceland. So I thought that would be a nice
Okay. So you're staying in Missouri.
Hannibal, Missouri. We're driving. Mm-hmm.
And then you'll go to Graceland.
Yes, we just did this today. We're staying 2 days at this bed and breakfast.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you didn't tell me when I was on the phone with you earlier.
Well, he was still on the phone with them getting things arranged.
Come on, man. It's all about me. I have to know. No, congratulations. You'll have so much fun. Memphis is such a cool city. You have to hit up Nashville too, though. Like, you'll be very close. I don't remember how far they are, but I've been to Nashville quite a few times. But you have to go to Nashville too. You got to find a way.
I did want to go. I've always wanted to see Graceland, so we are going to do that. It sounds like such a wonderful tour. And another thing we're going to see is the place where Mark Twain grew up and his boyhood home, and that's in Hannibal. And then we're going to see, where else was it? Well, we were going to look to see Harry S. Truman, where he was born.
I'm proud of you guys. That sounds like a fun trip to take. Well, you're going to love it.
I said, this is so out of the ordinary for anything in my comfort zone. I'll say that. Dad's usually game for anything, but in my comfort zone, if it doesn't start with a C and have an N-O behind it, I don't call it really a trip. But this is more of it's just kind of like something I've always wanted to do. And, we always keep saying TikTok, TikTok. I understand that. But I wanted to see Graceland. I did work one of his concerts, Elvis Presley, so I did get to see him. I was up by
Nana, you're going to love it. You're just going to, I'm so excited for you. I just want to recognize Realification's super chat. He died on the toilet. Can we talk about that? My friend's mom died on the toilet. She was a narcissist. So that was very fitting for her to die on the toilet.
Well, there's a lot to be said when you're relieving yourself. I passed out on the toilet. Remember when I had that gash in my eye? Which side is it? This side.
I remember.
And it was a day you guys were starting school, and I was totally dehydrated, went right out, hit the bathtub. Don't remember walking downstairs to tell you guys that
was scary.
And
it was that low blood pressure, right?
Yep. And so when you do get up and you do relieve yourself, I don't know what happens, but I went to stand up, and I remember what I was thinking too, because my weight was down. I always remember that. And I had my shorts on the side of the tub, and I went to look at what size did I buy on these. And that's the last I remember.
Oh my gosh, Nana. Well, Nana, make sure you're masked up. Missouri's got some COVID issues. Okay, so we got 14 more likes to go. Well, Nana, that sounds so fun. So you're going to hit up Missouri. Then you're going to go down to Memphis. You're going to see Graceland. You're going to see Mark Twain's house. The thing about, have you ever been to Tennessee at all?
We've never been that far south. And that's why I think
gorgeous. You're going to love, there's so much to see in Tennessee. Like, it's gorgeous. But definitely go to Nashville, Grand Ole Opry. I mean, there's so many really cool things, and the food is really good.
Yeah, that might even be another trip, but I just want to spend my time like Memphis and just in the area, look around, go to all the little shops and things. They have gardens that you can walk through, lots of gardens at this bed and breakfast. And I thought, wow.
You guys are like, wow, you're so fancy.
Well, that's a grown-up trip, doesn't it?
It's a very grown-up trip, because I'm used to, like you being near a slot machine. So this
Well,
is very.
We're gonna walk into this bed and breakfast going, do you got Deuces Wild? Where are we?
Where do I use my Players Club card? Do I get free breakfasts with my Players Club card? No, you guys don't do that. You don't have, okay. You don't have a frequent bed and breakfasting. Well, that'll be fun. I went to Graceland when I was like 25. Yeah. And it was cool. It was really cool. I really like Tennessee. I've
never been that south. Dad was thinking of possibly going up to Lake Superior. And I said, well, that's something I'd like to do. I'd like to go down to Graceland one time and see Elvis's home. And he went, well, all I had to do was mention it, and he's on the internet, or trying to get on the internet. Let's say that. Because all I kept hearing is, oh, it's dropping. Oh, it's dropping. You know, hard to plan anything with this internet. Then the internet company, CenturyLink, sends me a text. Do you still need our services?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, we've been waiting. Thank you, Christine, for the kind words. Thank you. Yes, the Smoky Mountains are in Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee, if you love nature, if you love just the cities, they offer so much.
Well, I've never been that direction, and I thought, really well, let's try it. Let's do something.
You got to go to Atlanta and see Sue Larson. She just texted me. She was at a comedy show, and one of my comedian friends, Dedrick, was performing at this private birthday comedy show there. And she goes, guess who I'm with? Our friend Sue Larson. Shout out to Sue Larson in Atlanta. So you'll be close to Atlanta.
Okay, well, I'm going to look at all this, you know me, I can't too much on my plate.
That was a lot for you. Sorry. I got excited because I've been trying to get you to travel more to places you haven't been to. I really want to get you to go to New York with me eventually. I think we could have so much fun on the streets of New York and going to shows, and I can do shows. It would be a fun girls trip. And I want you to go to Salem, Massachusetts with me, and we can see scary stuff. So, but enjoy your time with Dad. This isn't about me. I have to pull myself away. This is about you enjoying your retirement. So good. Tennessee. Yes. Tennessee is beautiful.
Like I said, it's so out of the ordinary for us. And I didn't even tell Linda Burke yet, producer Linda.
Me and producer Linda are just, we're not hearing it. And also the barbecue, Memphis barbecue. Okay.
I think everything about it. It'd be so different for me. So I'm excited about that, and I thought I'd share that with Elvis.
Well, how fun, Nana. Well, I'm so excited for you. I'm glad you shared it. We got to see who's dead. Elvis died. You guys, sorry to break the news. He's dead. Nana, breaking news with Nana. Elvis has left the building, has left the world.
Today, yes.
44. Well, I have something fun to share. Look what I bought at freaking TJ Maxx. Okay, so it looks like it's a pumpkin spice latte. It's the most basic thing in the whole world. But this is a rubber top, and it's a candle.
Oh, are you sending that to me?
No, it was only like $7.99. I can go get you one. But I needed a little retail therapy yesterday. And I was shopping for what outfit I'm going to wear on Saturday for my taping. Yes. And I got jeans. So far, I got jeans and a new jean jacket, like distressed. I got these Black Joe jeans, and I got to figure out a shirt. And I talked to my my stylist friend Susie. She styles, and she's amazing. And I'm gonna send her a couple shirts I'm putting with it, and she'll let me know. And I got to figure out what shoes. But how cute! So I was buying clothes, and then I went to TJ Maxx, and they already have the fall stuff out. I was like, I bought a huge pumpkin candle. I already lit it. I just feel better about life knowing that fall is around the corner and pumpkin spice. But
fall is one of my favorites.
How basic is this and lovely, you guys? It's like
cute.
So when the candle's gone, I'm just going to use it for a decorative thing and put stuff in it. And also I applied, Nana, to become a to collab or a influencer or whatever the hell it's called with Treetopia. They haven't gotten back to me. It's been like almost a week, but I said, hey, and here's some ideas I have for trees I want to decorate, and I want to, collab with you.
Wonderful.
Please. So Treetopia, if you're watching, which you probably are, hit me up, because I have so many ideas for Halloween trees with a Buffy the Vampire Slayer and American Horror Story theme, a basic bee pumpkin spice theme tree. I'm going to put the tree behind me here. I have Christmas ideas.
Yes.
I want to be a tree influencer. That's what I want to do. That's really my passion.
I love that passion. Did you get the little Ecuador? Did you get those back home safe with you? Those little.
They are very safe.
Okay, I just have to laugh because I gave Joleen. I asked Joleen, "Would you like these? These are from my cousin Linda who passed, and they're from Ecuador from 1970."
They're Ecuadorian
She had
ornaments.
It all box. It was so nice the way she had it all wrapped up. And I took them out to show Joleen. The kids were over, and from 1979 to now, to that time, they were perfect. And then I opened up the box, and Frankie wanted to fight with two of them and broke two of them just like that. And so we got the glue out.
Oh my gosh.
I did a good job in getting it back together, but they're so cute. And I thought they'd be cute on your tree.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, I want Treetopia to send me a bunch of trees, and then I'll style them, post about it, do videos about it, and that's our collaboration. So let's collab, Treetopia.
I think that's perfect because you're so good at it, and I just love.
Oh, Nana, you're biased.
Trees and stuff. This year, I might go really all out, and I might purchase. I might get a real tree because I'm going to be around here, to be able to water it and stuff. But I want a big white flock tree. I want a white flock tree before I pass. So,
yeah, I told Chell I want to go somewhere for Christmas, like just him and I, but I don't know where. So,
where are you thinking?
I don't know. Just something different.
Okay.
We might not be able to because he might be working by then. But we'll see. We'll see. Everything's up in the air, but we should get started, Nana. Now that we're 27 minutes, I'm going to put a timestamp on this. So if people that don't like to listen to our gabbing in the beginning, then they can just fast forward, even though who doesn't like to?
Fine, but I think you're going to be really missing out, people.
All right, let's get into these Nana notes since we did all of our catch-ups here. All right,
it was
Nana.
So good. Thank you. And thank you for being excited for us because it's just something.
I'm really excited for you. If there was one job I could pick and I could have, and that was besides stand-up comedian,
I already
be like
travel advisor.
No, travel vlogger. Like get paid to travel, do videos of it, discover new areas. Like I would love that. People that get to do that. I'm so peanut butter and jelly.
I was pretty close.
You thought a travel advisor, like I go around and help people travel. I don't care about other people's travels, Nana. Just my own. I don't want to help them. I want to help me.
The hell is wrong with you, Nana?
All right, let's get into it.
A Fiancé Happily Ever After. This is season 6, episode 16. This is the first of the tell-all. I believe there are 2 of them. Yes, the second one looks really good, but this one was fabulous. Let's start out with Brandon and Julia, should we? Just because.
Yes.
Well, let's start out with how they started out. There you go.
Okay.
They just, everybody was taking their time getting there. Mike was MIA. He was one of the last to come in, besides Angela. And everyone's looking around. They're first sitting in the green room. Then the producer, somebody says, come on, we're going on stage, blah, blah, blah. So they all take their spots. And there is Natalie sitting alone and another chair way over here for Mike. And Mike comes in a little later. Like, where's Mike? Where's Mike? That's all you hear. Well, where's Angela? Is she coming? So in walks Angela, and she's got this red jumpsuit on. Now, I thought she had her tatas downsized, when she had her reduction. And yes, I find out later because I thought, man, they look, pretty good size. Huge. And she walks in and she's walking like a runway model, which I liked. I thought, you go, girl. You're excited. She's lost 106 pounds. And she walks in. Now, and I know it's from the surgery, but just to even go through that, that's huge. I know she didn't exercise and she didn't, have to stop eating and things like that. I know.
Or smoking, because listen, you can get that body, you can get all the surgeries you want, but if you're smoking 7 packs a day, it's not helping. She does not look healthy because of the smoking. The smoking is all over her face. Obviously, it's hard for me to be like, Angela looked great because I think her attitude is horseshit. Her ponytail was wretched. Showing her boobs was disgusting and subjecting everybody to that.
Yeah.
She looked like an egg, and that's how I feel about it. And I don't know why Skyla wanted to match her mom. Someone put on Twitter, Nana, they had a BOGO on a high ponytail, BOGO. Buy one, get one.
Oh, I love that.
I think it was on Instagram. I was laughing so hard.
Skyla came in and she had the green outfit on, and green, you got to be a certain type of person to wear that green. That's a different green. And she doesn't have the coloring for it. It didn't look good on her. This is Skyla now. But when
they looked very Maury Povich. Like their style is very Maury Povich. I liked it better when Angela had the wrap. I think that works. But her attitude is just so gross. I can't even. But it was interesting to find out that Tiffany is going to have the same surgery, or by now has had it.
Right after the tell-all, Tiffany is going to have the same surgery as Angie. So that was interesting to find out, because Tiffany has gotten bigger since they started this. You can tell that
maybe she's pregnant with Angela's baby.
Who knows? There's Angela. There's eggs right there. Yeah.
Impregnated her. I don't know what's going on in that weird family. They're big weirdos. But yeah, she was very proud of herself walking in. It looked like she got a new areola tattoo. Like she had that one tattoo, because I'm thinking, is that a bruise when they were blurring it out? And it's like a fresh tat.
I saw that. And sometimes they have to remove, when they're doing your boobs like that, they remove your areola and that nipple part and then put it back on, or put a tattoo of one.
Yeah. Well, I know when women have like mastectomies, that can happen, and you can decide whether you want that, or, and some women choose, I don't want to deal with, what do I need a nipple for? You know?
No.
Like I'm not feeding no babies right now, so no, take my nipples. But yeah, and the smoking and the attitude and the swearing and how she talked to Aunt Lydia, which I also think it is very, very interesting, Nana. I know you don't watch The Handmaid's Tale, but it's an amazing show. It's also horrifying, but it's amazing. And the woman in there that is basically allowing these women in this new society that has become of America to get SA. I can't say it because otherwise we'll get out of the algorithm or whatever. But she allows the women to get assaulted because their wives, there's these commanders and their wives can't have babies. So then they have handmaids. So there's like a hierarchy in this new community within the United States that is based on very like fundamentalist religious beliefs. It's hard to explain if you haven't seen it, but anyways, it's a really good show. And so the handmaids are then they're assigned to certain families, and these commanders are able to have intercourse with them and try to impregnate them. But obviously it's not consensual, because the handmaids are made to do it, and because they want to procreate and keep this community going. But the main character is Aunt Lydia. That's her name. They all have an aunt name, and they're basically, their job is to train these handmaids into getting used to SA and thinking that they're giving a gift to these families and the world and all this stuff. So anyways, so that Michael's aunt, this is a long way to get to Michael's aunt's name is Lydia, and she wants control of Angela's uterus. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But see, producer Linda loves The Handmaid's Tale. The Handmaid's Tale is so good. Elizabeth Moss is amazing in it. It is a little problematic that she's also a Scientologist, but I try to put that in the back of my head and think maybe she was just raised in it. She was very young and she was a child actor, but because Scientology is because this is like obviously a little culty, you know, The Handmaid's Tale and this new America, and so it's just so good. Talk to producer Linda and watch it. It's very dark and disturbing, but it's very, very good.
I don't watch things like that, but thank you.
No, you don't. I know. And but Aunt Lydia and Aunt Lydia. Okay, so there you go.
Linda's talking about that because she said you'll love it. You know, she's on what's my favorite show with
Mad Men. She's Peggy on Mad Men. Peggy on Mad Men is the star of Handmaid's Tale, and she is a phenomenal actress.
Oh, I think she is too. I think she is too, and I love Mad Men, but I don't watch things like that. Those other
well, you you don't have to, because this is a Handmaid's Tale similar situation. Everyone is trying to get Skyla to be the damn handmaid, and she shows up with matching ponytails to mom. Angela looks like an egg. I mean, that just wasn't a very complimentary bodysuit or jumper all in one.
It wasn't. I like the color on her. She could have done something different with that hair. She didn't need this, Erica Jane look. And then when she turned, and coming forward, she looked good. She turned, she had a lot of back fat going over this halter type thing in back. That, you have to, even though when you look in the mirror, you're looking at this, you have to turn sometimes and see what other people are seeing as you're walking away. Not that you
in
have
the outfit.
Yes, not that you have to please everybody, but that look was not pleasing.
Kathleen, thank you for the super chat. Kathleen says, I would like you, Nana. I watch shows to relax me and to make me laugh, not to scare the hell out of me. Handmaid's Tale will scare the hell out of you. So if you don't want to be triggered and you don't want any of that, don't watch it.
No, if it doesn't have a happy ending with Opie getting the first medal for being the fastest runner or something, and then I don't have anything to do with it. It's got to be an Andy Mayberry, Father Knows Best, Donna Reed kind of ending. Okay.
Yeah, Angela was very much feeling herself. Like Kimberly says, it was a 2-for-1 weave special for her and Skyla. And I don't know, Skyla, they must be making a little bit extra on their paycheck now, because she seemed a little to tolerate her mom a little more. But if that was my mom and you were acting like that and these shenanigans, I would be embarrassed. So embarrassed.
Well, as well you should have been.
Yeah.
You should have been, Mm-hmm. So anyway, that was Angela, come on. She did have a few things to say that were kind of funny. I
really
thought so. Yes,
what?
I did. Well, when she looked at Natalie, when Natalie went through all her stuff, and she looked at Natalie and says, if you don't want to be here and you don't want to be with Mike, and you move from Washington all the way to Florida with his bank card, which he allowed, silly Mike, then go home.
I thought that was rude, and I thought it's none of Angela's business. And I also thought it was very, it's that thing that Angela does as other like problematic, stereotypical Americans, like, get out of my country. It's like, no, you don't get to tell her that. She will figure it out. But that's kind of how Angela was, because there were a couple times during the tell-all that she mentioned being an American, and I'm like, we don't claim you. We don't claim you. And so I took it more like that. Then get out, just like how she does to Michael. She thinks like she owns the world because she just happened to be born in America, and she's just so willfully ignorant and gross. Okay, I watched Pillow Talk, and they were like, yeah, Angela. And I'm like, no, Angela, you clean up your own backyard, clean up your own trailer before you come for someone else's trailer. Like, she's got too much of a mess herself. And then also she's just trying to hit on Mike.
Did you see that?
It was gross.
Rub my leg, Mike. Mike's kind of like, And then she says, oh, he's got big hands. I just, that part of Angela, I didn't take it when she said just to leave, because I think she's just doing Mike dirty. I just do think that. I'm not saying
Natalie
doesn't. Yeah. Yes. And I don't think Mike
I don't feel bad for him.
Is a saint in this at all. The two of them just don't get together. Just don't get together. And
why is he letting her have his bank card?
Well, he said after the show, after this, he's blocking her from it. So she traveled from Washington all the way to Florida and has been using his bank card. Now, the killer of this was Jovi's up there, and he's up on a higher level, and then
like, not like he's just like literally is on a
yes, yeah,
he's higher than Noah.
Higher level. He's used to looking up at the stage to strippers. So this way he's looking down. Okay.
They didn't want him looking up people's skirts, because that's what he does, allegedly. So there you go.
Well, allegedly, they don't have skirts on. But okay. So he's up on a higher tier, if you will, the way the stage is set. And he's looking down at Natalie and said, because the woman
was good. This was good.
It is so good. John Robinson said, now, Mike, have you been with anyone else? And he's, oh, no, he's not going to get anybody else going to that house of his, but not for a while anyway. And then then she asked Natalie. Natalie goes, no, just girls. And then Jovi pipes in, well, who is that guy I saw you in New Orleans with? And the whole thing stops. Dun, dun, dun. And here she called Jovi, and she asked if she could go to dinner with them. And they did. Now then Sean Robinson said, well, did they seem like romantic? And he said, no, I can't say that.
Here's my thing. Mike does have girlfriends. Is it weird that she lives in Florida and he lives in Washington? For sure. But I think Tickled Pink Music makes a good point that when you bring someone over, we've seen on these shows, you have to be able to prove that you can financially support them for like 10 years or this certain amount of time. So really, he's not probably doing it out of the kindness of his heart because he's not a very kind guy. He's probably doing it because he has to freaking do it if he's unwilling to file for divorce. So, and maybe even through divorce, he might have to. Like, I'm not sure because, remember Tiffany's dad. She has to for Ronald, and there's been, so many couples through the year that if you can't prove you can financially support them, then you have to get someone else. So this is probably not out of the kindness of his heart. This is probably because he has to. And maybe she has strung him along a little bit. I would, if I wanted to stay and I wanted to have a boyfriend and live in Florida. Listen, even Florida is better than where Mike lives right now. Okay. And I did find it interesting that she has this guy she's hanging out with, but Mike had his girlfriend. That was that big deal, even though that was so stupid.
It was
but they've just been a mess for so long that to me it wasn't shocking that either of them would be dating other people. Thank you, Realification, for the super chat. Did Nana get new internet? So much better. She's using the data on her phone right now. That's what's happening. So
yes, and I noticed that it's going down quite a bit because I don't have my Wi-Fi on. I wonder, I should have maybe put Wi-Fi on the phone.
No, you're good. Don't put Wi-Fi on because the problem is your Wi-Fi.
Oh, I understand.
That's why it's so good. It's pulling from your data. And yeah, Jovi shouldn't be one to talk, but it was interesting for him to bring it up. And then Yara was like, Jovi, like, don't say anything. But he needed his moment.
That's right.
You can say something for us, for our benefit.
No, I'm going to plug in.
Uh-oh, we're getting another tour of Nana's house.
Hi, guys. Oh, my God. This is always such a cluster, just when they said it was good.
Oh, no. I thought wasn't your phone not fully charged?
I had it fully charged. That's how fast it's draining.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, you might have the brightness all the way up or something. So, never mind. You're good, Nan, as long as you plugged it in. Okay. So, what do we got next on the Nana notes?
Okay. Not only is my phone going down, but thank you for mentioning what a nice clear picture it is. But my desk chair dropped. So
I saw that happen. Can you just put your desk chair back up instead of moving you had to plug the phone in?
I had to plug the phone in, so that's okay.
We can see your Pioneer speakers. We're good.
And aren't they nice? Okay, I'll do the best I can with holding it now.
Oh, you have to hold it? You can't put it back in the thing?
I don't have it in the thing because I couldn't figure it out.
All right.
I couldn't figure that out. So I had it up on my keyboard, but the actual cord isn't long enough.
Oh, no.
So I have to hold it closer.
Your arm's going to get sore, Nana. We better keep going with these Nana notes. Sorry about that.
It's okay, you guys. It's okay. So let's go to Tiffany and Ronald, shall we?
If we have to.
Speaking of jealous. Ronald and Tiffany, they brought the moms in, which I got a kick out of. They're talking to the moms like, oh, God, Ronald's mom can't say enough about her. I love you. You're part of our family. Don't ever think about leaving. Well, if I was Ronald's mom, I'd be saying that too, because I wouldn't want to carry his sorry ass. I would want someone else to be there for him. Yeah. And that's what that's about. They're not in a good place right now. Surprise, surprise. She's at home, but it did surprise me. Remember when she wasn't sure she was even going to stay through Christmas? She mentioned that she had been there for 4 months. She stayed 4 months with the kids and just recently got home back to her place. So that was
surprising, especially since right after that, he accused her of flirting or hooking up with the camera guy. And I'm thinking, which camera guy? Move the camera to the if it's you with the camera, turn and be like, it was me or it wasn't me. Who is it, Ronnie? Tell us.
I want to know too. And that she had a bottle of Bacardi in the car and she was sitting there drinking it and talking with him. You know, you don't know what to believe when it comes out of Ron's mouth. Ronald. And she's telling him, if you can't be and support your kids, you can't be a dad. Ouch. I know he hasn't been supportive to them, but what a horseshit thing to say. I'm sorry. It really was. And
what do you mean? Why was it horseshit?
Well, all she ever talks about is, I do everything. I do everything. Well, then stand up for yourself instead of saying, I do everything. Tell him what you need from him. And if he doesn't come forward with the goods, then you have to go.
I feel like she has, or she's starting to, or whatever, but she keeps going back to him. So there's no consequences for Ronald, and he needs consequences. And the guy, like Kathleen's saying, he's such a chauvinist. He's disgusting. He's like, I'm the man of the household. Well, that means nothing to us because you're not pulling your weight as an equal couple, let alone being this leader you think you are in this relationship. So I don't know who told him men are better than women, but bro, look in the mirror. You're not better than the damn dog. You know what I mean?
You're not better than anybody. No.
Nothing to the table. The only thing Ronald brings to the table is his mom, who's adorable. Other than that, he's trash, allegedly. You know what I mean? And Tiffany's trash for allowing this to happen for this long, and her son to get this involved, and her having opinions on the other tell-all. I know that's part of the deal, but I'm like, Tiffany, your stuff is so messy right now. And
I know.
To talk about other people possibly cheating when, lo and behold, your husband's saying you might be cheating, which I don't blame her if she is, but he's so sick and disgusting to watch on this show.
I don't have any time for this man. I do not have any time for them because he's very wishy-washy too. He tries to be so strong and so bullying. And then he goes, oh, sorry, love. Oh, sorry, love, my butt. I mean, just try to be a good person, Ronald. Get out there, get a job. Bring some money to the table for your children your child that you brought into this world, for both of them.
Tiffany needs to leave Ronald, Dana. I agree. And he will never get over the chauvinist attitude. It's crazy because his uncle, his mom, like everyone, no one thinks you are the greater sex or gender. Nobody thinks you have it together. You are lost, sir, and yet somehow you want this power over your wife, but you can't have her out here having to take care of the whole family and pay all the bills and then still have this backwards ass chauvinistic perspective. Right. It just shows how ignorant this dude is.
It just breaks my heart. They haven't been showing the kids the last few episodes, which is fine. You know, sometimes I think they show the kids too much. Yeah. And I mean, I know this is about them too, but
Daniel, I love Daniel.
I do too. He's just darling. Both kids are darling, but Daniel is in so need of a male role model in his life. And then she comes up with Ronald for him. Oh, please, Tiffany. And Tiffany, we have to talk about that no shoulder look. That doesn't look
cold
nice.
Shoulder.
What is it called?
Cold shoulder, Nana. The cold shoulder.
Well,
she doesn't like it. Nana's not a fan.
She shouldn't be wearing the cold shoulder. She should be giving the cold shoulder to Ronald.
Yes, Nana. Yes, give the cold shoulder. Don't wear the
Don't wear
shoulder.
it. What is this? Hummingbirds on her boobs. What is that? Hummingbirds? Great big birds.
I've seen people around her age get that. Yeah.
Hummingbirds. What does that signify on your chest? I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm old.
Just like birds.
Well,
you know how you like birds? You like to feed them and watch them and put a bird feeder by your window. She wants to look down at her boobs every day and be like, I love birds.
Mine would be droopy hummingbirds. Okay. And I'm not
Thank you, Fedor, for the super sticker. Thank you.
See, and when I'm sitting like this and with this, my bifocals aren't working as well they should. Hello. So I'm not really seeing very well, but I'm pretending.
Okay, well, Nana's blind. and she's holding her own phone, and we're going on with Nana notes. Go ahead, Nana.
All right, thank you. Michael and Natalie, we're going to just kind of keep going with what I have here. Now I'm going to jump a little. She has a great dress on. I love her dress.
I thought Natalie looked gorgeous in this tell-all. People can hate her all they want. I thought skin, hair, makeup for once looked really good. She was like glowing. So whoever this new guy in Florida is, she got a fresh tan. The legs looked great. I mean, whatever new D she's getting, it is working. Or maybe it's just not getting Michael's, trailer D or manufactured home D.
Maybe.
I don't know, but she looked really beautiful.
I love that navy and silver together. It's just really classic looking. And at the halter type, it just worked for her, and she looked dynamite. The other outfit that I thought was fabulous was Yara. Now Yara can pull it off. Yara looks good in anything, but that green.
Great.
Oh my God! I looked at that outfit and I says, "Oh my gosh, she looks like $1 million." Okay, the rest not so much. Kalani, I don't like that. Don't do a velvet, honey. It's kind of a velvet look. No. You look like you're wearing a bedspread. It's not good. It's not a good look on you.
Not a bedspread, man.
No, it does. It looks like a bedspread. And then it's just not a good look on you. And you're a beautiful woman, and you could have found something else that showed your good points, not just all boob. Okay.
Not all boob, Nana says. Not all boob.
Not all boob. So the blue and silver, I love that. She has moved to Florida. She did mention that many times while he's in Washington. Well, that's nice. And she's been using Mike's bank card. We did mention that. Jovi asked her who that person was that she was with in New Orleans.
It's a friend. It's a friend, Jovi. Mind your own wiener. You can't stop giving strippers the money you should be giving to your baby. So I don't know what to tell you, Joves. Like, if, it's one thing. Like, I'm all for, like, pay dancers, pay sex work. Sex work is important work. But listen, if you got a baby at home and a wife who doesn't want you at the strip club, go home, sir. Go home, buy some formula, buy the right diapers, and mind your business. But I was glad he brought it up because I wanted to know too. But then I was like, okay, mind your business again.
I know. I like some of the things that people brought up, I mean, we even had little Brandon and Julia. She brought up something, and she asked Natalie, she goes, "Where are you getting this money? How are you getting an apartment? How are you getting your clothes? How are you getting your food?" Things that needed to be asked, Julia. So that surprised me from her, because in the beginning of this tell-all, she said, "I'm going to keep my mouth shut this time." Well, she didn't.
I'm annoyed by Julia. I feel like, I know you're glad she did, but I feel like Julia is just full of internalized misogyny and jealousy, and that's exactly what she's made of, and that's it. So when she says these kind of things and like, for your husband and da-da-da, I'm just like, be quiet. I don't know.
Well,
Julia doesn't have a grasp of the world. She's young and naive, and put her dog on the farm, and her relation. I don't know. I feel like she came too hard, just like she did the first reunion she was on. Yes, I think you're so lazy. She's just a brat. So she shouldn't speak on anything. So, and I hear her now, I'm like, you don't know anything. Natalie's much older than you. She's been through more life stuff than you. Talk to me when you're almost 40 and you haven't had a kid yet, and you really want that, but you're with some guy in a manufactured home with lots of credit debt, living in Uncle Bo's old room, smelling like stank. So talk to me then. Because here's my thing with Mike. All he had to do, he could have tried it, is move to Seattle. If you work in Seattle, move up there. Maybe, finance-wise, he couldn't do it. But if he's funding her living in Florida and paying the rent, he could have easily bought a place for the both of them in Seattle. They could have made it work. So they're both wrong in this aspect. It's not like, I don't feel like Natalie was asking for that much. She wants to be a TV journalist, and she wants to be an actress, and her passion and everything. But Mike didn't. I feel like everyone was on Mike's side. I felt.
Oh, did you feel that? I didn't. Feel that.
People are acting like he's a victim or something, and everyone was very anti-Natalie at the tell-all, and I just wasn't here for that. I see lots of.
I didn't think that they were standing up for anybody, on that.
They were standing up for Mike.
I'm not getting.
What's wrong?
I'm getting these little messages about that CenturyLink coming tomorrow. Do you want to change the appointment? What is it, CenturyLink? I don't want to change it.
They don't want to help you.
Here. Well, they don't. Maybe they don't have the people. Maybe they don't have the staff. But get somebody out here because I can't hold this phone forever. Okay? All right.
Can't hold the phone. Did anyone catch Natalie saying that she was hanging out with the girl? They are assuming that she is seeing a man. She was really close to her friend she was staying with after she left Mike. And I think her friend was married, but you never know. You never know.
I guess you don't. And if she's been burned by two men, I don't know. I'm not sure about Natalie. I just assume not see her on any upcoming things. I know we're going to have one more tell-all. That'll be fine. I did like that they brought Trish in. I'm sorry, we're jumping to the end of these two. But when Trish came in, and the look on Natalie's face was like, oh my God, no, please. Trish walks in with those short pants, those thong sandals, the purple top with the little peekaboo stripe things. And she did cut up her hair, kind of like I did. It appears that she did it herself too. Her hair looked better. I'm going to say that because it was cut up a little bit more. Wasn't as long. But didn't she? But
was she not? Yeah, wasn't she not told this is a nighttime thing? You can't wear capri pants and, gladiator sandals, girl. Like, I understand this is business casual summer Fridays Kohl's collection. This is not, I'm going to be on national television to defend my horseshit son's honor fashion. This
and like you said,
this was bad for her. She might as well just wore a visor. She might as well just had the longer mullet. I mean, when she came clomping in with those gladiator sandals and her capri pants, aka pedal pushers, I'm like, what is this chick? I'm not taking advice from you. You don't got full pants. I'm not taking advice from you.
My eyes.
You look like you're going to buy plants.
Yes.
She does not look like she's going to be on a television show. Mama mullet. It's a no. It's a no.
It's a no is right. It is a no. They're not, like I said, Mike and Natalie, they weren't sitting together throughout this whole thing. And Sean Robinson, she did bring it up that in the last one, they didn't sit together. They were estranged. They went outside to have something together. They're never together, nor should they be together. Trish made it very straightforward to her that she hopes they get divorced. She feels like she did Michael wrong and is only here for the green card, allegedly. That's what Trish said to her. She never called her a hooker, and she doesn't believe that Uncle Bull stole her jewelry. The first time I'm hearing that.
I don't know if I believe this. Well, listen, okay, Uncle Bo, if we're just going on looks and stereotypes and criminal past, maybe Uncle Bo took some of the jewelry. But what did she have that was that expensive also?
No, honey, nothing. Stop it. No.
I mean, Uncle Bo looks like he would take your jewelry, pawn it, but in the nicest way possible. Maybe with an IOU, maybe, hey, I wanted to give it back, but they had a special going on Natty Ice, and I was $5 short down at the liquor store. I wanted to get Tamra something nice from Five Below. Hear his reasoning before we indict this man. He maybe wanted to get Tamra a nice little trinket.
I don't believe Bo took her jewelry. I don't think he's that type of person. I just don't. I think Trish is onto something, and I think Natalie wanted a little extra ching, and I think she did pawn her jewelry, whether it was good jewelry or not. I don't know. But I think either Natalie
Uncle Bo got to the pawn shop, and he was like excited, and they were like,
yeah. You take that back.
Full case of natural ice. This will get you a 12-pack, sir.
You just take that back. And I have a nice clarinet I could show you. Anyway, so that to me was worth it. Just Trish walking in. I like when they bring these people in, and I don't think that they tell them beforehand who's coming in to speak against them or on their behalf, because Natalie, right after she says, okay, now we're going to take a break. Okay, Sean, we're going to take a break. And she got up and walked right over to Trish and said, just about how terrible she's been treated by her. What?
Trish said that Natalie, I think this was said in Pillow Talk too. Trish said that Natalie called her a cooker. She was cooking in the kitchen. That makes a lot more sense because as bad as Trish is, and I know I've said before, I believe Trish would say that. I believe Trish has said horrible things about Natalie. But in that one moment, the more I process it, I'm like, she probably didn't. It would be very odd for her to just say hooker.
Why would
the minute
she say
he leaves?
Hooker? No, I don't think she said that.
Previously, we were so mad at Trish that we're like, hell yeah, she said it. But now I'm like, she probably did say cooker. Like, oh, because you can see Trish like, you're a decent cooker. Just don't mess with Mike. Okay, I got that baby carriage on the porch. Oh. You know, that baby thing she made. You guys want one of my scarves? They smell like cigarettes and losing pull tabs. You know what I mean? Like they're awesome.
I love them. Yeah,
they smell like mulch. My roommate Danny sleeps on them. It's his blanket. I'll grab you one. Danny, get up. He only has one blue T-shirt. Like that's maybe what we're seeing from Trish.
I think.
But yeah,
I think you're very right. But cooker, I think you're onto something, girls. I think you're onto something. I think that's it. Because the bottom line is, she says, I'm taking my son's side, and I get that. She's encouraging him to get divorced. Natalie is a liar. She lies about everything. This is what she's saying. This is Trish saying this. Yeah. I did not say she was a hooker. Never did say that. That Thanksgiving was a bust. And
she's like, I wanted to fight her, and I would have too. But I didn't. Out of respect for my mullet, my son, and that empty baby carrier I made out of toothpicks from Cracker Barrel. Like, I feel like Trish is so bad. So bad. So bad. I can't. I've been collecting those toothpicks for years. When I go on the road to the truck stops, say hi to some gentlemen, men, because Trish needs love too. I collect toothpicks to make for my future grandchild. Pop it out, get out of our lives. Trish it's truck driver Trish. That's what it is.
She is bad. She is so bad. And I hope she's not on the next one. I don't believe she will be. But if she is, maybe they could just put her in a maxi dress of some sort, something to cover up.
Trish?
Yeah.
Trish needs to be on what not to wear. She needs the full hair makeover. I think Trish needs a lob. She needs like a long bob, kind of with some definition, some layers.
Right to here. Maybe I could help her. I got the sharp scissors.
Nana could cut it, or with the steak knife.
And with the steak knife, because I always say steak knife because at our house growing up, we never had one of those fancy things that you go like this and stick the pencil in and pencil sharpener. We never had that. My mom would get out the.
You never had a pencil sharpener?
Knife. No, we didn't have. The kind you put it on your desk and it goes around.
The automatic pencil sharpener.
I thought, well, it really wasn't. I mean, you had to do this. It wasn't something you just
stick. One of those.
It's nothing you just stick in the hole.
Got it. You like when you just stick it in the hole, but you couldn't afford that.
We couldn't afford just sticking it in the hole. So we didn't have that kind that, you have that little wheel thing. And I just thought that was the coolest thing because I've seen them at school and I really wanted one. My mom and dad would get the steak knives out and go over the sink and we get sharp pencils like that.
They would whittle you a pencil. That's amazing, Nana. That is amazing. What did you think about when Trish was like, you're a coward. You won't even tell your mom what's going on in this marriage. And then Natalie went right back to her green room or her dressing room and called her mom and immediately started crying.
Yes. And I'm glad she told her mom what was going on. Sometimes us moms, we don't want to hear things. But
you always tell me that. Don't tell me that. And I'm like, I can't help it.
Well, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we don't, honey. Sometimes it's not that we have enough on our plate, but once you get older, I mean, you kind of heard enough. I don't know how to say that.
Alone. Nana wants me to leave her alone now that I'm older.
No, you always stop it. But I don't know. I just want to hear nice things. I'm sorry.
I'll try to have a nice life for you, so it can only be nice things. Nana's such a trooper. Yeah, she's holding her phone up. So ultimately, Natalie calls her mom. Her mom is like, "What's wrong, Natalie?" And she's like, "He's so mean to me." And then she's like, "Okay, well, see you later." And then she tells her. So at least she told her. And then they go back out on stage. And can we talk about Mike's outfit? what in the what of the what? Where are the man's hips, and what is happening with those pants? And why do we always have those, those packaged dress shirts that they have for men? It's like a poly sheen blend, not Charlie Sheen, but like a poly. I don't know what the name of it is, but they come in the package ready made for you. He just literally before every tell-all, he rips one of those open, throws it on. It's always wrinkled. He's got white socks. I do not believe this man runs a successful company looking like that. White socks with his dress shoes. He tucks it in, muffin top. It's the hair. It's a mess.
He is messy. There's no question.
Again, yeah, shirts from JCPenney's. Yep.
Well, you know what? I like JCPenney's. They
yeah, but those package ones, like the ones that literally are like, wear this if you don't give a shit and you have zero creativity or style. Put this on. If someone's already touching your wiener and you have no one to impress, wear this. This is what they say. That's the ad for those shirts, Nana. Literally.
Oh my God. Well, what do you think? Now look at now. I didn't do a bad job here.
No, it looks good. It looks good.
Let me see. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's a
great.
little
Fun angle. Yeah, deserves all the karma he gets for having the Confederate flag. Yeah, it's if you have a Confederate flag in your home, you buy those shirts. You buy those shirts.
I have no love for Mike. I have no love for Natalie, and Trish needs to go back with Mike, and just live her best life.
Tracy said that was Mike's Sunday best that he wears to his Q meeting. He's like, okay, guys, I got my purple button up, kind of shiny shirt on from JCPenney's. Now let's find Q. And then he gets on.
I love it. That is so funny.
On the websites, and he tries to look for Q. Yeah, that's what he's doing when he's looking for Q. So there you go. All right, keep going, Nana.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I did not miss the White Sox. They were so.
And isn't that something? I don't know why I always like to critique the women. Why don't I critique the men's dress?
Sexism, misogyny, the patriarchy. We're trained. It's okay. Let's rip these men's clothes apart. Okay. Don't even get me started on Jovi. What are we going to a day at American Eagle, a beach day? No, bro. And Brandon. Oh my God.
Brandon looks like he's
laid it
12
out
years old. 12 years old. And he has that. And I kept going to that. He had that little finger that had the Band-Aid on it. What the hell did he do?
He got boo-boo.
He got a boo-boo, but I was so surprised that it wasn't a Scooby-Doo Band-Aid. I was proud of him. It was just white. And it
had to change it.
I thought, what? Well, anyway, I just thought that to be just odd to go on national TV, and and I felt bad for him. I did feel bad for him.
Well, because his dad being sick. I think, yeah, let's get into that. So Ron and SK Betty, Red-Faced Ron and SK Betty opened up about Ron's health condition. I don't know what, it seems pretty serious. I'm thinking maybe like a heart, something, cancer.
No, cancer.
Not, but
I guess it's cancer. Because they kept saying that he was getting treatments. And you don't say you're getting treatments with a heart issue. You either get a new valve or you don't, So I'm thinking cancer. And I felt bad about that because you can see Brandon is really worried for his dad. And his dad needs him at this time. And they're willing, Betty and Ron are willing to put down, I think it would be a sizable down payment on the farm, which is next to them. But there's a lot of land in between. And people are saying, go for it. What? Stop it. Go for it. Go for it. And she wants a baby so bad. There's your babysitters. That's only if Ron makes it, and we hope he does.
All right.
Well, don't you think?
I wouldn't buy the land there. I mean, it's clear that they're not on the same page. Brandon wants to be back on the farm. Julia wants to not be close to the farm. Do I think with the relationship he has with his parents, he probably wants to be taking care of his dad? Yeah, and be closer. Yeah, but he needs to communicate that to his wife, because at this point she's like, no, but I wouldn't move by them. But that's just me. But a lot of people, I'm sure, would take the house. But that's a sense of control. You got to remember, Betty's the type of mother-in-law that thrives off control. If she puts money into that house, she's going to have a say in that house and what happens in the house and what goes on. And she'll continue to control your husband. Unfortunately, you married a super mama's boy, big baby. So no matter what, she's going to have say. And Julia's trying to push against that. But the more money and things you take from them, the more they take care of your dog, Simba, the more she's going to have a say in your life. So it's, you know.
Well, Julia went crazy about how much she loves this dog. I just love this dog. I love it. And this dog means everything to me. And then the moderator said, I've never heard you say that about Sean. I've never heard you say that about Jovi. And she
about Brandon.
About Brandon. Oh, Brandon. I'm sorry. I'm thinking Jovi. Why am I thinking Jovi? Anyway.
Well, they're not ready for a dog. They're not ready for a baby. A dog that big to have in that tiny apartment. No. And if they're already saying the dog wakes them up, this baby, like You're So Lazy saying, is going to wake them up a lot more. So good luck.
Yeah. She's not, and you hate to say this, but I mean, seriously, they are not ready for a child. They can't even get their own shit together. Yeah. And they don't, he does want to be back on the farm. He wants to be closer to mom and dad. I understand why he does now, especially because his dad's going to need him. And it sounds like his dad is going through some terrible things. He is the only child. I'm sorry to put that on you, Brandon, but you are the only child. And Betty sure isn't going to do all the work, even though she says she does.
She's cleaning the hot tub. Tracy says the house is probably adjacent to the hot tub. Yes, Betty will be controlling like Candace's mother, Dorothy, on Real Housewives of Potomac. Exactly. And there's a fine line when you take gifts and things from parents, they do have a say in your life. And if you're trying to show your complete independence, go over there and help Ron and do the things you should be doing, because that's your father-in-law and your husband really cares for this man. That's his father. But as far as taking money for a home from them, it might not be. I think what Betty's trying to do is set herself up. If something happens to Ron, then she's got Brandon close by. So.
Okay. Understandable. Okay. I see it.
And Kemi makes a great point. The dad does have other kids, but who knows where his relationship lies, sometimes with these second families or second marriages or third marriages. You don't know if there's resentment or if he has good relationships with those other kids, or maybe they feel as though.
We don't know. We don't know. And good point, because I did not think about his other kids. Mm-hmm. But Brandon seems like the fair hair child, and he's having a hard time letting go of mommy and daddy, and maybe he should stay right where he's at, but he's going to do a lot of going back and forth because his dad is going to need him.
And the dog's there. The dog she loves so much is there. So I thought theirs was kind of boring. It's really sad about red-faced Ron. Prayers to him. Hopefully he's okay. But other than that, it wasn't much. I mean, they don't use condoms. Julia's way too opinionated for knowing so little, which tends to be how people are.
Very annoying.
The more
What did you think of her dress? What did you think of her dress?
I didn't like it.
It was horrible. Horrible. That mustard color, you gotta have the right skin tones to pull off that mustard color, and she doesn't. And when she sat there and she's sitting next to Jovi and Yara, and Yara goes, "Oh no, you're beautiful." Oh, Yara, you lie, because she wasn't.
She was being nice, because even Brandon was like, Brandon, he's a man child, so yeah. So they were kind of boring. All right, who do we got next, Nana?
Okay, let's go to Andre and Libby. Not much was said to them or about them this time. We can see the next episode, the second tell-all. Then we have Chuck coming in. We have Charlie coming in. We have in person there, and then his sister on the telecam. So she's going to be there. And I always forget which sister. It's kind of like not the oldest, but the middle daughter. I always forget her name, but they do show her coming in. So that's going to be a good one. But they really didn't. They talked about Andre's, issues with his anger, but that they didn't really have much to say about them or to them. Do you remember?
Yeah, probably part two.
Yeah, I did. I thought they kind of skimmed over them.
Libby was like, you're not working on your anger. And Andre was mad. Even his hair was starting to piece apart from his other pieces of gelled down hair. And then I love how they're making it seem as though we're all just waiting for Charlie to show up. We don't care about Charlie. He already beat him up. I mean, unless he's going to beat him up again, what do we need Charlie there for? And this forced storyline of this trouble within the family and Chuck, is he going to cry again?
I know. I just can't stand seeing Chuck cry. It's just so fake. It's so fake.
Yeah, I know.
And he's got kind of like a little rubbery face. I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't want to see it. I can't wait till next week though with Charlie and them. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't want to.
You're excited for that. You're excited for it.
I'm excited for it. Okay. So we went with Ronald and Tiffany already, didn't we? Tiffany stating, that she's going to have the surgery. That was interesting to me. I wonder.
And Ronald, what a dick. He's like, you should work out and you should do this and you should do that. And it's just like, well, you don't know what her struggle is. And she did mention something about, improving her relationship with food, which is very important. Something I'm sure Angela has not done and also hasn't quit smoking. So that was good that she's cognizant of that. But I just thought Ronald was such a dick to his wife. Like, why don't you work out? She's had 2 kids and she's carrying you on her back constantly. She's stressed out. She probably eats as a coping mechanism.
That's what
I don't know if
she's
had weight issues for how long, and if she wants to get the surgery. I have more empathy for her getting the surgery than Angela, but then Angela was like, well, she could probably lose it because she's younger. Angela, shut up. You don't know. That's not necessarily how it works for everyone. And you're a dumbass. Just sitting there smoking a carton of cigarettes and being unhealthy and never drinking water into your 50s. What is wrong with you?
Well, you can see it in her face.
It looked horrible. I didn't like it how she was so judgmental on Tiffany, yet she's out there getting all the surgeries and then saying, well, she could probably lose it. It's like you could have lost it easier, I think, than Tiffany could have.
Yes.
But you were unwilling to even drink water. You're unwilling to stop smoking. You're unwilling to take Coca-Cola out of your diet every day.
It is. I mean, it's so hard. The idea of losing weight, the idea of quitting smoking, the idea of quitting drinking, all that stuff is really hard. It's hard in life, but it depends on what kind of life do you want to live. That's all. That's all it is. If you're going to keep eating junk, you're going to have a chubby life. If you keep drinking, you're going to kind of have a sad life if you just are not a drinker. If you're going to smoke, you're asking to die early.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, there are those people that have, conditions that no matter what they eat, they'll always gain weight, or no matter how much they eat, they won't gain weight. So, I do have a lot of empathy for Tiffany, but as far as Angela, I'm thinking you should have the most empathy for her, but you don't.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. Are you saying Angela? No empathy?
Yeah. Angela has no empathy. She was like, she could probably do it on her own.
When she is screaming at Michael's aunt, and then pulls her shirt down to show her boobs. And I think she showed them 2 or 3 times. It was disgusting. Even the men were covering up their eyes, after they took a good look. But who acts like that? Who acts like that?
Angela does. She's been showing us this for season after season. And now we're finally. So to end Tiffany and Ronald, Nana said, the moms come on. Tiffany's mom's like trying to be a little PC about it, but she's like, I know my daughter can do better. I know he's not good enough for her. I know he's the problem. But Tiffany is, she has her own issues too. But Ronald's mom, I feel for her because she wants this relationship with the grandkids, and she does, like Tiffany, she knows that her son is messing it up. And then we have the cameraman. Wish we could have found out about the cameraman. And we found out about her surgery. And then we find out that Ronald is still a dickhead, which brings us to what Nana was talking about, which is Angela and Michael. And Michael is joining, obviously, via via Zoom. And Angela is there. And Skyla comes in. And she's talking about her surgery. And there was an allegation that hot, talented doctor was doing anything with her. No.
Please. And the idea, she likes to let it sit out there and kind of simmer, Angela does. And to see Michael's reaction to this, like they said, well, you haven't seen him outside the office. And then she stops and kind of looks kind of coy as Angela can look. and then says, "Oh, I did. Well, I went to his birthday party," and just kind of feeds Michael sitting over there going,
we know that she likes to do this, Nana. She has admitted she likes to play the jealousy game and she wants him to fight for her. But like people are saying in the chat, to imply that this established doctrine to drag him in the mud, like he's having some kind of sordid affair with her, is just so disgusting and unfair, because she is a literal 14-year-old in the relationship and she wants to play games and have her dude be jealous. Nobody believes that hot, talented man wants anything to do with her. No.
Oh my gosh, no. The idea that she was feeling sick and he drove her home, and someone had mentioned it was like a 40-minute drive, but he drove her home because she was sick. And I think that was a nice, wonderful thing that he did to drive her home if she was sick at this party. Do I think the doctor has anything to do with her? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, but she plays those games. She can't help herself. She doesn't want to help herself. So
we'll see. I mean, she says, Bill and Woogie, that he drove her home, but who knows anymore with Angela? And if he did, and if she was sick, and if, who knows? I mean, I don't know. I just was like, I'm not even going to entertain this, because there's just.
Well, we know. I mean, we've seen the doctor. You're not a doctor going after the likes of Angela. Come on.
I mean, if he did drive her home from the party, I mean, if she's turning pale white, I feel like he would call the paramedics or something like that.
Right.
But the whole story was a little weird. I find it impossible to believe that this dude, I know a lot of you are like, but why would he drive her home? But was someone else in the car? I don't know.
Supposedly it was his birthday, right? It was his birthday.
Yeah. And if she was that sick, why would her daughter stay?
Yeah. He would
maybe he wanted to be
birthday.
I don't believe that necessarily happened. I feel like she would just make it up for attention, because that's how Angela is. And she basically sexually harassed this dude when she was in his office.
And she did.
Or like Lily said, maybe he does want free publicity, but I mean, he works in Beverly Hills. He's probably doing fine.
He doesn't need the publicity. He certainly doesn't need that publicity. When she was telling those tall tales about him driving her home, I thought Erica Jane was going to walk in, but just a thought.
Right? He drove her off a cliff and she rolled into her trailer. DJ Nashville says, I bet she asked him for a ride and made a scene. That could have happened. Or maybe he wasn't having fun at his party. Maybe he's one of those people who's like, I didn't want a party. I'd rather leave. I'll drive you home. It's on my way home.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or probably he drove her home. I'm sure there was someone else with them, even though she said they were alone. I think he's smart enough to know to have another witness. I
call BS too. There's something very BS-y about this.
Yes.
And if this is BS, that guy should file something for defamation. However, he might have signed away some form of rights to things being said since he was on the show. I don't know. It's reality TV. I don't believe.
I'm not buying it.
It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
Buying it. We have our last couple, and that is Asuelu and Kalani.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Let's see what I have to say about them. Let's see if we have anything about them. Did we talk about them at all? We talked about her dress and her dress being horrible. It was,
and he's wearing his classic shorts.
He is, but I like
ready
that.
ready for the volleyball game.
Yeah, so, I like that though. I think it's
true to him.
Yeah, it's a cute outfit on him. I like that. Where is Asuelu and Kalani? Where are they? Help me.
Yeah, maybe Natasha and Nurse Lady was probably in the car with them being judgmental of Angela, like, you still smoking? You know, those new tits of yours are gonna not do well for you. No, there wasn't really much about Asuelu.
They really didn't. It was funny when
Asuelu said to cut the card off on Natalie.
Yes. Yes. And Jovi even jumped in there and said, Mike, if I was you, I would have divorced her a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Really, Jovi? Okay. But there wasn't much on Asuelu. I'm wondering.
Next week.
I know
we're going to get.
Yes.
Mama and Tammy.
We're going to get. Mama and Tammy are coming in. That is going to be so
Tam
good.
Tam. Tam Bam. Tam Tam mad. Tam Tam fight. Yeah. This was just mostly leading up to the Angela showing her tot situation. She got up. She thinks she's on Maury Povich. She even went to the camera like they do on Maury Povich. And then she was like, F you, Aunt Lydia, and all this stuff. And it was so disrespectful and just disgusting the way she handles herself, being 72 years old. And that's how she handles herself. It's ridiculous. And then Skyla's chasing her around because that's what you do on Maury Povich. And then she just keeps assaulting people with her new tits. And it's just gross. It's not entertaining anymore. It's
no, it really, in the beginning she kind of was, and then, like 4 episodes in, she got old real fast. So yeah. I'm hoping we don't see more of her coming forward. I hope she doesn't grab onto another show.
And Michael, just leave her and be on the single life. Be on 90 Day the Single Life. Just don't. You don't have to put up with that. I mean, I know you were breastfed till you're 9, and there's something that draws you to those Marlboro red boobies, but there are other boobies out there, sir. It's just the way she tells him to shut up all the time and F off and all. And the other couples are like,
yeah,
she's even making them seem normal and uncomfortable. Yeah.
Oh, true story. True story.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about how Natalie found the naked boob pics on Michael's phone.
Was good. Wasn't that good? I think I can push it back up here. All right, we'll try that, and I won't have to hold it anymore because I think I have enough. Yeah, the boob pics. I mean, oh, poor Natalie. She found these pictures on Michael's phone. And he does say it was this ex-girlfriend asking him to come back, and she had sent him a lot of different naked pictures of herself.
Come back, and then people were like, "Everyone's got," or the guy on Pillow Talk was like, "Everyone's got their ex's nudes on their phone, still saved."
You think that's true?
I think in the younger generation they send a lot of nudes.
Why? Oh my gosh. Don't they know that's going to come back and bite them?
They don't care. I had a friend who her nudes got posted on Facebook, and she was like, "I look good."
Oh,
people don't care. Jay Kiddo, thank you for the super sticker. Yeah, I think that's like the new dating is because I have a friend, then she got divorced and she started dating again. And all of a sudden she was sending nudes, and she was showing me and my other friend who's married, and we've been married, and it's just not necessarily our generation that's sending the nudes. But I guess when you get back out in the dating, everyone's just like, show me your, clitoris or we can't be together. So you got to show them your all kinds of stuff. They were like, I want to see your cervix, bro. And you're like, what? That's not very romantic. But yeah, that's kind of what the dating scene is now.
Oh my God. My generation. Oh my God. Please don't show me that. That's what they'd be saying. Please, for the love of God.
There was that. Well, I'm sure there's all ages are sending nudes, Nana. But there was that video or whatever that was out a while ago that we talked about where it was allegedly Michael pleasuring himself. I think that got leaked.
I don't remember about that.
Yeah, people were saying that his his wiener wasn't nothing to write home about, as they would say.
But he had to write home. So there goes that big hand theory.
All your Nana, you have to see more wieners. I know you're with Dad, and that would be cheating, but you haven't seen enough wieners because it's not always the case. Big hands, big feet doesn't mean anything.
We went through that before. Yes.
You have. Yep.
Saying yes.
Mm-hmm.
I still kind of believe that, but oh well. Because Mike looks like he would indulge.
He does not look like he has a big wiener.
Oh, I think
he does not.
Maybe just because he's a big man. I think
that doesn't mean anything when it comes to wieners. Wieners they're very mysterious. You catch one, you're like, holy crap, you didn't expect it to be like that. And then when the ones you expect, you're like, oh, they can scare you, they can surprise you, they can intrigue you, they can gross you out. Wieners are very, you never know what you're gonna get in those pants. They're like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Wieners are like a box of chocolates. And there's all these, stereotypes out there like, oh, look at him. Oh, size 15s. And then pencils,
Oh.
So.
Okay. Well, we went off on a tangent.
So, yeah, the fact that they keep their exes' nudes and that is problematic. Mike was going to restore those deleted pics after Natalie returned his phone. He didn't think that she was smart enough to dig the files up, but she was. Listen, there's always ways, and you think you're hiding stuff, but if you send it and you post it, it's there, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so
it's there for a long time, right? Or forever.
Yeah,
I don't.
It's in the cloud.
In the cloud. See, when people say put it in the cloud, Linda always says that to me. Well, Eileen, put it in the cloud, then it won't get lost. And I'm going, I don't know what she's talking about. And I just have a hard time saying, how do I put something in a cloud?
Shan says, are these the conversations that lead Nana to say she doesn't want to hear anything anymore? No, I think Nana,
right.
It's anything emotionally distressful. She'll hear about wiener sizes. She'll talk about that.
We can talk about wieners all day long, but no, it's just sometimes as a mom, you so want everything just to be nice for
people. Thank you, kiddo. I don't know if I've said that yet. Go ahead.
What did I say?
No, go ahead, Nana. I was thanking J Kiddo for the super sticker.
Oh, okay. I didn't see another super sticker. That's very nice. We appreciate all these super stickers. We really appreciate when you hit the like. So we hope you'll take the time to do that. This Friday, we will not be going live. Is that correct, honey?
Yeah, I might be able to, because now I decided I'm not going to leave till Saturday morning.
Tell me. I'll work around you.
Yeah. So I might be able to do Friday after all. Okay. But yeah, we'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, we were talking about Angela and Mike, and it ended with Angela showing her boobs and Michael. But Angela was with the other Mike, rubbing her leg. It was just too much.
It was too much. Mike, he seemed a little ill at ease too. At first, he's rubbing her leg. Then he kind of put his hands down.
Well, she just put it up on him and was like, rub my leg.
I know. Does she think she's the belle of the ball? She really does. I mean, that's an old thing.
Does. Realification, thank you for the super chat. Even though Mike Boogie doesn't believe it, the internet is forever. Correct, sir. And that's why.
It is forever. So I don't understand why people want to send, unless you look really good and really thin and just toned and everything like that. Then
even then, though, you don't have to be thin to send it. I mean, people are proud at all body sizes and whatever, but just know that if you think it's just going to be for that one person,
no,
it's probably not. They're probably going to share. I've seen so many dick pics that weren't sent to me because men like to send unsolicited. We've talked about this, unsolicited dick pics. I feel like if you're sending an unsolicited dick pic, that's what you deserve, because at this point she didn't ask for it. It's just popping up on her phone. It's like assault. You're just like, and so they've getting passed around. And being a comedian, and male comedians love to send an unsolicited dick pic to other comedians, and it is gross. We need an HR or something. And so I've seen way too many dick pics I didn't want to see.
And when they're sending these dick pics, are they fully erect or are they softies?
Depends.
Okay.
Depends. Guys are weird. Sometimes you'll get a halfie, you get a mid chub, sometimes full chub, sometimes with their hand on it. Sometimes they're in the mirror. Sometimes they're close up. Sometimes there was a guy I was friends with on Facebook that accidentally posted to his Facebook stories a selfie dick pic, like in the mirror. And I didn't want to click on it because then you can see that someone looked at it. But I told Chell, I go, I did screenshot, like I did this to zoom in and then I deleted it.
Okay.
It wasn't circumcised. That's all I remember. Yeah. I really thought he wanted us to see it, but then I think it was a mistake.
Probably a mistake. Doubt. Probably a mistake.
You what?
We're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Probably a mistake.
Probably a mistake. It lasted most of the day. I think he slept late that morning. He posted it late and he slept late that morning. So.
Oh my God.
we technically did have an Ask Nana with that question, Nana.
Did we?
Yes. Good job, Nana. Good
Thanks.
job.
Ooh,
So
I'm
proud of you.
I'm ready for Jeopardy. Okay, Joleen, what is a pussy?
Yeah, with your wiener, with your dick pic question, that was an Ask Nana.
It was. Thank you. I just don't know because people don't send me that. Instead, I get those little messages from CenturyLink. Do you still want us? Do you still want us to come out? We're coming out to.
And you're like, I do.
What's
I
nice
do.
about it though, and I'm excited for them to come out, and I hope they can fix this so we can be back on with the internet. What's exciting is they'll come, they'll fix it, and they give you a nice time frame, which I appreciate. 8 a.m. till 4:30. Really?
That's
So
what
you
they
get to
always do.
sit
And your
here
internet's still gonna be bad. But this is actually better. I wish you had unlimited data. So make sure you check your phone to see, because you could be being charged. So you better contact T-Mobile, because we've done 2 lives now.
Okay.
For over an hour some, and I don't want you to get caught with a big phone bill.
Yeah.
So check with T-Mobile, find out about your data. Remember last week when I was like, Nana, go call T-Mobile and see what your data is? That's why, because you're using your data. Walker said, when I was in my 20s, I had a guy say to me, before you reach down there, I only got 1 ball. Well, that's just I think that's a nice way to warn you in case you would be like, where's the other one? And so you didn't have to inspect your gadget and be detective down there and try to find it, So
What was that one movie that they called him? Hey, One Nut. What movie was that?
What movies are you watching, Nana? The people are calling people One Nut.
Yeah, Hey, One Nut. It was with Donna Michi. Oh, somebody find it. It was with Donna Michi and I forget who else. God, me and my mom watched it and we laughed so hard. Hey, One Nut. I don't remember what it was. Back in the 80s. Maybe early 90s.
Well, you guys can guess that movie. Shan says, OMG, I wish my one fall guy had warned me first. Let's just say I spent a fair bit of time looking for the second one. You would kind of probably, because your hand is used to, finding that, so you probably would just be looking for it, like a missing person. You're just like, I got to find this and make sure they're okay.
So you have one nut on the back of a milk carton or what? Have you seen me?
Yeah, there you go. Have you seen my nut? Linda Burke says the movie was Fargo, maybe?
It wasn't Fargo, honey. It was Donna Michi. Hey, One Nut.
When they were ice fishing.
Nope, it wasn't that.
No? Okay. Nope. Jessica Tandy was in it. Was it the one where the old people are in the pods?
It wasn't.
Cocoon?
No, but it was.
Was it Folks?
Same time.
Folks?
Yes.
Oh, you guys are so smart. Walker and Skibo got it. Folks.
Oh, that's it. Hey, One Nut. Me and my mom would laugh and laugh and laugh. Anyway, that was the funniest thing. Back in the day, that was kind of
Hey, One Nut. Can guys be born that way? I'm sure they can. Carl from Summer House says he only has 1 nut, or maybe he has 3 nuts. Well, you should warn about 3 nuts too. Maybe if I had 3 boobs, I would probably warn a guy before I showed him. Actually, I know I wouldn't. I would love just surprise. As a comedian, I would love that. And then you see who the keeper is. You better act cool. You better act cool, buddy. And if it's someone like Michael, who was breastfed till he was 9, his tummy will start growling.
Wasn't that something? You look at that whole stage of the people, the players sitting there. It's kind of like, wow, we've invested a lot of time and energy with you people. Some of you could have dressed a little better. That's all we're saying.
That's what we are saying. Yes. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for the super chats. Don't forget to smash the like on your way out. Subscribe. Also subscribe to Joleen Vlogs. I think I pinned it in the comments section. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to the LEEN team. Shout out to you, Nana. But your picture is really, really clear right now. So I feel like contact T-Mobile. Find out what your data plan is and where you're at, just so that you don't get some weird charges for going over your data. I don't know how T-Mobile works because I'm a Verizon gal, but yeah. Hearing Nana say one nut is everything. How old is Tilly? Tilly is how old is Tilly? I was like, what year is it? We got her in 2010. She was like a year and a half or 2 years old, and now it's 2021. So what's that? 11, 12, 13. She might be 12, 13, something like that.
Oh, she looks like such a little kitty still.
I have her file from the vet. When we go to the vet, I keep all her stuff in there, but I can never remember her exact age. But there you go. There you go.
If we want to just take a quick look at my bush before we say adieu. Very nice. It's full. It's thick. It's moist, and it's a happy bush.
It's a happy bush. Happy bush. It's a happy bush. Happy bush. Remember that?
Yes,
Wouldn't
I do.
You like to be a happy bush. Yeah.
So for all of you with one nut out there, we say please smash the like with that one nut. Thank you.
Yes. Smash the like with your one nut. And you guys, one nut, two nut, three nut, blue nut. We like you regardless. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining.